Hello and welcome back. I'm Nate.
I'm Mikey.
We're here to help you
improve your balance.
So we're working on Stand Tall, Don't Fall by Bill Case, and we're going to be working on your shoulders today. So this is really important. We want to help you strengthen and keep your shoulders flexible and strong. So we've got some different exercises for you. You're going to need either some light hand weights, 2 of those, or a TheraBand or resistance band. And so you want the long version rather than the looped one because you're going to need to really stretch this one out today.
Nice, yeah, so you can do these standing or seated, all right, and I'll take you through how to try to get the most out of these resistant bands because it's not, it might be hard to figure out where to hold it, how much resistance, all right, so you can change the angle, which is really nice. I can start from one place, and if we're doing shoulders, I can really press pretty much every direction, all right, if I want to make it harder, I just grab closer, all right, if my hands, I have a problem holding on to it, all right, you can wrap it around a few times, okay? So that this way you don't have to use your hand, all right, and you can still get that range of motion, all right? And then your bottom hand can also change too. So say this is about as hard as I can push, all right? My bottom hand can go, all right, and I can still get that full range of motion in the working hand, all right? So play around with it, all right? See what works for you, all right? And yeah, let's get going.
Yeah, perfect.
Shoulders.
So, yeah, if you want to get your own copy of this book or any of our props here, just go and click on this link right here. Okay, so let's get started. So again, use a chair or you can do this standing. I'll show you the standing version and Michael will show you the seated version. Okay. So first one, you're just going to simply get your resistance band or your weights, and you're just going to bring your hands out to the side, kind of like this, and lift up and down. Just like that, up and down. And so if you're doing it with the resistance band, you've got one hand gripping and the other hand lifting.
If you don't have this range of motion or it's painful, all right, you can start just going at an angle, all right? It doesn't have to be straight up. It doesn't have to be the full range of motion, all right? Just do what you can do so that it's not painful and making it worse, and just about 80% effort, because we want to do a few of these. Whenever we're working with core, all right, or posture muscles, all right, endurance is really important. So slow, all right.
Yeah, and it's likely at the beginning you probably can't bring your arms all the way out horizontal, so they might need to be a little bit in front of you, and you might need to even change the angle of your hands, maybe have your hands pointing inward. So feel free to change that up, okay? Make it comfortable at the beginning. Don't make this too hard. Change the wrist angle. You might even turn it, spiral it as you lift and lower to take pressure off the shoulder. And eventually you're going to be able to access all of those different ranges of motion with your shoulder.
And if you're using the resistance band, all right, switch hands. Dumbbells a little easier to use both at the same time.
Yeah, and this really doesn't take much. These are only 3-pound weights, and after a while you're going to be feeling this. So don't worry, don't try to get a really heavy weight. Start with something very light at the beginning, and then you can always add strength and weight later.
And so we can try to hold it for a few seconds. And relax. Nice, slow range of motion. Make sure we breathe while we're holding the exercise, the pose.
Yeah, let that fatigue really set in. That's how you're going to build the strength and the bone density that you want in your arms. One more time.
If you avoid locking out the joint, all right, keeping a little bit of a bend in it, that's really going to work the muscles, all right, instead of just locking that joint, all right. We really want to be working the muscles here, okay, so that they take pressure off of the joint in the future.
Yeah, when you're done, shake it out a little bit, release.
Thanks.
Okay, the next one is a row. So I'm going to show you standing here, and you're just going to use one weight at a time, and you kind of take a long step, and you can use the arm on the edge of the chair. Might be good actually if it's horizontal across. And then you just lean a little bit forward, kind of square your shoulders and hips, bend down, and then lift up, just like this. Okay, and this one you could probably add a little bit more of a heavier weight. Usually this is a lot stronger position for most people.
And you can change the angle from your hips to your shoulders. You can be almost close to flat, all right, if you take a wider stance, okay? Or you can keep it more at an upright angle. All right, if you want to use the resistance band while you're standing, all right, you just put it under 1 foot. All right, so it's under 1 foot, and then you come up in the same direction. Okay, so again, you can play with, wrap it around your hands. Hey, a little more resistance there, and then you want to keep your elbow, going right past your body. You don't want to be coming out to the side, just right along your body there, working those rhomboids, those back muscles. All right, hold, hold.
Okay, and then if you're ready, go ahead and switch hands, other side, same thing. So this is kind of like you can imagine when you're starting a lawnmower. That's the motion that you need here. So you're pulling back, and it is important, try not to round or hunch your back. Keep the back nice and long, and your legs stable. Pull and hold, about 5 seconds, and then release back down.
If you want to try to do this seated, all right, just hold the one part of the resistance band in front of you, all right, and then pull the other side back. And play with that resistance, hey? Maybe you're making sort of a seesaw with it, so your front hand's moving too. Okay, put that elbow straight, backwards, trying to keep your hips and shoulders, all right, facing forward or down towards the ground. Switch sides. Keeping a bend in your elbow. Okay, we're not working the triceps yet. Okay, we're just trying to work the back of the shoulder, all right, and the back muscles between our shoulders.
Just a couple more times. Aim for about 85% fatigue. You want to be able to feel the muscles getting tired. That's how it's getting stronger. But you don't want to overdo it either. So about 85% is a good benchmark to shoot for.
And shake those out there, little shoulder circles. Nice.
Good work.
All right, so another direction our shoulders move, all right, forward. All right, so this is shoulder flexion. All right, so make sure you figure out what your range of motion is. And your arms, they do actually like to go out at an angle. So coming straight forward, you're really gonna notice, all right, the front of the shoulders working there. But find what's comfortable, all right, and you can, adapt these to do slightly different angles if you want. Weights, pretty straightforward. You're just raising them up through that range of motion, holding, coming back slowly. All right, for the TheraBand, it's just going to be on our lap. All right, and then one arm's going to be moving up, holding it, and coming back down. All right. Up, holding it, coming back down. Switch sides if you need to. All right, you can go back and forth.
Yeah, and change the wrist angle too. It makes a big difference if your wrists are pointed out, like you're going to shake someone's hand, or if they're pointed up, or if they're pointed down. So try the different angles, and you're going to access not just the shoulders, but different arm muscles as well. Take little breaks if you need, and make sure your neck's not getting too tight. Sometimes the neck tries to help out, but try to keep your neck relaxed on these, okay?
Yeah, and keeping that posture will help, all right? Okay, belly button, chest, all right, forward, shoulders back, chin tucked. All right.
Yeah, it's really important not to overdo this. The shoulder is a very mobile joint, and it can be very vulnerable because of that. So don't just grab heavy weights and throw them around. Start with very light weights and start very slowly. Focus on holding longer rather than doing quick movements.
Alternating sides as needed. All right, feeling that tiredness, and a little bit of a shake. All right, but not getting to the point where you feel like you're going to make things worse or have any sort of injury.
All right, good work. Let it release. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders out. Stretch your neck if it feels tight. Let that relax.
All right, so next direction. All right, so we went straight forward. Now we're going to go straight out to the side. Duction Abduction. Okay, so weights, again, pretty straightforward. All right, play with the range of motion, the speed of that, the weights even. You might notice you're a little stronger, right, or weaker in that position. And for the resistance band, they're the same thing. All right, so one hand sitting in your lap, all right, other one just range of motion with that shoulder. And this is really good. It keeps that resistance from all the way through those top ranges of motion. And only sort of releases once we're down here. Okay, so go slow. You can hold it at any point in the posture. But it's just a slow range of motion that suits your comfort level.
Yeah, you don't have to go all the way up. You might start just going halfway or a quarter of the way and build your strength gradually. It's a good goal to be able to get up there, but don't try to force it and don't use momentum. Try not to swing your arms. Just control it on the way up, hold it at the top, and also control it on the way down. Don't just drop your arms and let them go limp. Really control it the whole way. Double check that your neck can move, your neck isn't getting tight, neck is relaxed, even as your shoulders are working hard.
You can target like little ranges of motion too. If this is as high as you can go, all right, that's fine. Just working on that, the strength in whatever direction our body lets us. All right, if you want to work on flexibility to gain that range of motion, all right, you can go back and watch that video. All right, stretching shoulders is really important, and we cover that pretty extensively. All right, and now we just want to add a little bit of resistance. Good. Pretty straightforward there. All right, so last one in this video, all right, is just a shrug. So now we're going to bring our shoulders straight up, all right, and come back down. Okay, with weights, all right, this definitely adds a little extra, but we want to be really controlled on the way down now. Okay, try and feel a lot of relaxation as we use these muscles. All right, to add resistance with the TheraBand, all right, you can actually sit on it a little bit. All right, and notice where, and just try to find an arm position and a resistance position where you can get that full range of motion. Shoulders coming up towards your ears, keeping that chin tucked in, and slowly lowering down and relaxing. And that relaxation, really important. Come up.
Yeah, it's a little counterintuitive because a lot of us keep our shoulders up all day long in a tightened position. So you might think, why would I want to do more of that? But the fact is, as you strengthen the muscles and as you reach up and strengthen, and then as you practice relaxing and releasing them, you'll actually be able to distinguish between the two movements more easily. So you're going to find yourself actually relaxing your shoulders more often as you strengthen them. So you lift, and then as you relax and let it go, you can really feel the difference when they're up or when they're down.
And you can even do little shoulder circles here too, a similar motion, all right, but helping to get those shoulder blades back and down. Okay, coming up, around, back, and down into that good posture.
This can really help your breathing too. It's amazing what these shoulder shrugs can do with a little extra weight. As you inhale up and as you exhale down, your breathing can feel like it's opening up twice as much as usual.
And keep playing with the resistance band. It's not always, simple how to use them, all right? But as you get used to it, you'll find little ranges of motion, different ways to hold on to it while keeping the right amount of resistance. And go other way too, forward circles. So arms go back, up, and forward. Okay, but keeping that nice tall posture, keeping that head and neck relaxed, and while we use lower parts of our body.
Yeah, So if this is an area that you want to work on, come back and watch this video several times. The more you do it, the more comfortable it gets, and you're going to start to really feel the strength and the flexibility improving. It's going to be very encouraging. First time you do anything, it's going to be a little hard or a little tiring, but please keep coming back to it and do it over and over. You're going to see the benefits. So make sure to subscribe. We've got lots of new videos coming out, and hit a like if you like the video. Think of somebody who might benefit from this too. If you have a friend who is coming off of a shoulder injury and they're ready to start strengthening it again, or if you know somebody who works with their hands a lot and complains about tension, this might really help them. So sharing is caring, and hopefully you subscribe so we can see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Nate.
I'm Mikey.
And until next time,
stay balanced, my friends.